In the year 2026, put your hand on your head and tell yourself that you cannot make financial mistakes. Money mistakes are real. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can understand and know what money mistakes are, and most especially avoid making them. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Jeffanoze, and I'm going to be sharing some money mistakes that people make generally in life. The first mistake is spending more than you earn. A perfect example to explain this is sometimes you think it's all about the amount that you are making without knowing that the habit you should cultivate is that when you are making small, there's something that you are expected to do with it, so that when you eventually make big, you can also replicate the same habits you've built when you're making small. But the act of making money is not taught in the schools, and that is why a lot of people who have mastered this are now sharing how you can also learn for you not to make the same mistakes that they made. The second mistake is not investing early. Sometimes when people talk about investments, people log out literally in their mind because they feel like it's people who have money that should invest. But that's a myth. That's not true. Recently, I saw a young girl who is doing business basics, and what she does is literally selling products. She was recounting some of the benefits of what she was able to achieve in the year 2025, and she said, "Oh, I'm happy that I'm a landowner in the year 2025. She clapped for herself. And it got me thinking, investment is not about how much or how wealthy you are. It's about awareness. Some people make investments in gold. Some people make investments in stock, in bond, in mutual fund. There are a lot of investment that can help you start building up that habits, that when eventually you get the big money you are actually talking about, it will be easy for you to also replicate that. If you think, oh, I make so and so amount of money, what can I invest in? If you're that kind of person, also ask me in the comment section, or you can reach out to me and I can direct you properly. The third mistake people make is prioritizing lifestyle over investment. You hear people say, oh, you have to look the part. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm an advocate of you looking the part, even when you are not yet there. Or fake it till you make it. You've heard those kind of saying. I'm absolutely a lover of looking good, presenting yourself well, but when it's at the detriment of how much you already have. So when you get to shoot yourself in the foot by, for example, you get to borrow a lot of things so that you can impress people who don't really care about you. To what end? So you can also look good and not break a bank. That's also something you can consider. When you have that at the back of your mind, eventually you live within your means and also know what is obtainable at every stage you are in. I've also seen people that grew their wealth. They were absolutely paying attention to things that matter to them part-time. The fourth mistake people make is when you ignore savings. If you're that kind of person who believes that you just go through life, you don't have savings, that whenever the need of something comes, you can navigate it or you can borrow. That is good in itself part-time, but imagine when opportunities come to you. Someone comes to tell you, oh, there's this amazing opportunity, we need just this. And in your head, you've calculated, you've made this money, but because you don't believe in savings or apportioning some percentage to savings, it will fly over your head. If you always ignore emergency funds or what we call savings, I think you should reconsider it in the year 2026. The last and the final one is the lack of knowledge and planning regarding money. As I said earlier on, the ability for you as a person to learn about money, know about how money works, is a total game changer for everyone. So right now at the phase you are, if you also have not mastered it, I think you should start paying attention to it. Money flows to the place where there is value. There is value to be delivered. Money will always find you. As a person, always set financial goals for yourself. A practical example, sometime last year, 2024 to be precise, I told myself I wanted to start making 1 million naira monthly. Aside, I sell lands and houses, and I'm based in Abuja. So that was my goal. That was a target I set for myself. Let me tell you something that changed it for me. When I started making that money, because I didn't do proper planning about money, because I didn't channel it right, money will come in. Before you know it, you'll not be realizing that the 1 million naira I got, I just have 100K in my account. This money you are going to make, because I know you are going to make that money, it will work for you. You will spend it wisely, plan for it, so that as more comes, it will also be used judiciously. If you've not heard about financial intelligence or heard about knowing financial planning and all that, this is the time for you to learn more about it. And that is why, because I've passed through this, basically making money and I can't account for it, I sat down and started asking myself, why? Why is it that I make money but I don't know where it's going? And remember, like I would always say, sometimes the issues of life will literally genuinely take this money off your back. But imagine it has been planned for. Everyone has been accounted for. As we grow in age, we also should grow in wisdom. So we may not start big, but the habit will grow eventually. From the story of the talents, when you make, more will be added to you. Remember when Jesus also now took the one talent from the guy he gave one and gave it to the one who had made more. So if you actually want to make more when it comes to money, you have to account for the one you already have. And by so doing, more will be added to you. I know you found value in this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video for content like this.